The Shining is full of unsettling moments and many iconic scenes, but one scene that stands out above the rest for me is when Jack Torrance meets the bartender Lloyd at the Overlook Hotel. What makes this encounter so terrifying and different? Well, let's break it down in this video.
Anything for a drink. What'll it be?
So let's look at the space and the scene itself. Kubrick's use of space is key here. The bar feels expansive, oversized and empty, making Jack himself seem more isolated and alone. It mirrors his mental state, but something that is already beginning to fracture, and the empty space within the scene amplifies that tension, making us feel like Jack is losing himself in this vast, haunted hotel and in this vast space. And then there's the use of sound in the scene, or rather the lack of it. The scene's silence is deafening. The music is minimal and the dialogue is calm, but this only makes the eventual tension feel more palpable.
No problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing I can't handle, though, Lloyd. Thanks.
Women. Can't live with them. Can't
The
live
lack of
without 'em.
action and the lack of sound makes us uncomfortable because we know something terrible is brewing just beneath the surface because something isn't quite right here. Okay, let's analyse Nicholson's performance. Nicholson's performance throughout the entire scene is a masterclass in simplicity. At first, Jack seems like a man slowly unhinging, and Nicholson's little tics, a slight twitch, a nervous laugh give us a glimpse into his deteriorating sanity. It's this slow descent into madness that creates the horror of the character. Jack isn't suddenly evil, he's been spiralling out of control all along, and this is shown even greater within this specific scene.
I did hurt him once, okay? It was an accident. Completely unintentional. Could have happened to anybody. And it was 3 goddamn years ago!
The Shining is more than just a horror movie. It's a study in the slow unravelling of a man's mind. The Lloyd scene at the bar isn't just terrifying because of what happens, but because of what's implied. The isolation, the tension, the foreboding, the dread, it all comes together to create a lingering fear that stays with you long after the film ends. So that's it for our quick deep dive into the Shining Lloyd scene at the bar. If you enjoyed this little breakdown, make sure to subscribe, like, and share with fellow horror fans out there. What's your take on this scene? Do you have a more favourite scene, especially the girls in the elevator, little kid on the bike? Let me know. Thanks for watching.